Here we go. First time reacting to one of my favorite YouTubers. Here we go.
Following on from my series of every plant in PvZ Zombies 2 ranked from worst to best, I got a lot of requests to do the same for the first game. And here we are, guys. These lists cover every plant in the game, starting with the day stage and finishing at the Bible plants from Dave's Twiddy Dinkies. First up is Day, which features lots of key plants that you'll be using a lot throughout the duration of the game, and some that can be thrown in the trash like a soggy banana. On GNVS, and these are all the day plants in PvZ Zombies.
I mean, all plants have their uses.
In my own opinion. At the bottom of the list is the chomper. Before he was the most annoying class in Garden Warfare and the worst premium plant.
I guess I can kind of see it.
He was a somewhat usable.
People are always saying he's terrible, but I found use of him.
I even left him off my worst plants list, which I consider to be both generous and regretful in hindsight, because 150 sun is a bit pushing. Using him with a defensive plant is a good shout, and I'd say he's better than the spring bean from PvZ Zombies 2, which pretty much functions the same way, but just on water only.
Yeah.
But his delay between eating zombies keeps him from being particularly effective, especially if he eats a regular zombie when you want him to eat someone much tougher. And the first
it's always frustrating, isn't it?
To deal with crowd control, so you might not want to select this guy too much. 7th place is the potato mine. I originally had this guy at the bottom spot.
It's good in challenges where you're trying to get the No Fungus Among Us achievement, but other than that, yeah, I don't like him.
Poor Spud Mine never really had a chance, as he's unlocked a couple of levels after the Cherry Bomb, which pushes the mine's usage down quite a bit. He's also outclassed by Squash, who has no activation delay for the cost of 25 extra sun. Although, like I said, he's useful at night levels to take out zombies at the beginning when building up sun. And although he's difficult to use in
it's a weird image.
You can use their underground nature to your advantage and deploy a battle of them to deal with digger zombies easily. But even then, Magna Shrooms and Split Peas probably do that better.
Probably.
6 is the Snow Pea. I mentioned in my premium plants in PvZ Zombies 2 list that I'm not really a big fan of this guy. Although at least he is free in this game.
True, and he's underrated, although I don't really like how he has no synergy with Torchwood.
His price tag makes him tricky to use at night levels, and on the roof he can be used in the middle as a secondary plant, but there are better options for this. I also don't like the way you get given a load of pea shooters right out of the gate. They could have been spread out more throughout the game.
Yeah.
Overall, it is a decent plant, but I find there's better choices, such as the Repeater. This might lead to some debate, as the Repeater's damage output is essentially equivalent to the Snow Peas, when the latter slowing zombies by half, and it costs 25 less sun. However, I would most prefer.
I don't really get why people would hate on Repeater. It's an upgraded pea shooter. What more do you want?
In a lane where you can just use one regular and one snow and get the same out of it. The Repeater also has synergy with a Torchwood, and it can be transformed into a Gatling Pea.
Yeah.
The Repeater is only number 5 on this list, despite being ranked high on my Ancient Egypt list on the second game. That is more due to the high amount of key plants unlocked in the first world, which we'll get onto right now. 4 is Walnut. The main defensive plant serves its purpose as an emergency plant when zombies are tough enough to get through the gunfire and eat plants. He's one of the most used plants in the game for good reason, and I'd say he's the best overall out of the 3 defensive plants.
Oh, really?
Walnut is more of a situational plant for me, whenever zombies such as Dolphin Riders are around.
Walnut's probably the best in my opinion, you know, because Bungie zombies are... not Bungie zombies, pole vaulters and pogos.
So while the OG nut is the best, it must be said that besides a few plants such as Spikeweed and Gloomshroom, the first game lacks melee plants that the Walnut makes a perfect team with, so it's not essential as it would later become. But with a large amount of seed slots, there's surely room for some defense.
True that.
3 is Pea Shooter. My high rankings of this.
I actually used to not use them at all. I used walnut at all when I was little. I would just be like, no walnut allowed. I hated how slow his recharge was.
If you don't want to use Scaredy Shroom. Also, his combo with the Torchwood actually has purpose, as while the damage output is still the same as just using one Repeater, the ignited Peas do splash damage, so you can use that for crowd control.
The splash damage isn't all that noticeable, though. None of the plant's effects, you know, none of the plant's splash damage is really noticeable in the first game.
With PvZ's resident A-lister.
Not even
The one
melon
goes
pulp
to the one and only,
or
the
winter
cherry
melon.
bomb.
I mean, winter melon's more
Cherry bomb
noticeable
yourself?
because it
Are you feeling
freezes.
okay? Yeah, just bear with me here. This is nothing to do with the cherry bomb being bad in any capacity, because this guy is still sick.
Yeah, like I said, winter melon is more
the
noticeable in
second
terms
level
of
is
splash
honestly
damage,
just
but the
stupid.
damage,
Because it low-key
splash
makes you
damage itself is still
invincible for
pitiful.
every non-night level from there
The
on.
chilling effect
And
is
even
the
then,
only
it's not
thing
the
splash
highest in the
damage
world to use in
has got
nights.
going for it, and
Okay,
it's
maybe
good.
that is an exaggeration. But in the second game, you actually have to complete an entire world to unlock it. While in this game, it's handed to you on a play like your most hated pop singer is handed Grammys. The only contention to the
So you
CD
don't
is
hate
the Doom
Billie
Tube,
Eilish.
which blows up a larger area for just 25 extra sun and leaves behind the crater.
I'm not sure if you guys saw the quick text that popped up. Yeah.
Taking the top spot is the sunflower.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Unless you're one of those people who insist on beating the game without sun producers by spamming puff shrooms. Having said that, though, you can...
Honestly, PvZ1 is easy, and that challenge is definitely doable.
So that debunks any arguments that the sunflower is redundant to night levels. Also, the regular sunflower is not outclassed in any way,
True.
as you need air in order to use twin sunflowers due to the upgrade plant system. And unlike the second game where the sunshroom got buffed, there's no point using sunshroom in day levels.
I actually used to go against playing sunshroom when I was little too.
So
Just use puff shrooms.
On this list.
I hated how unsatisfying it was to use, because that gives 15 suns instead of 25.
The day plants rank from worst to best. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment your list.
Oh, already subbed and liked, my boy. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Sub to both of our channels.